Hello, and welcome to Introduction to Business and Technology Word Lesson 2 Instructional Video. Today, we will be covering Standard Number 3, Word Processing Software to create, edit, and publish professional appearing documents. Our essential question for today is what is my word processing? How can you apply a variety of formatting skills into a document? And how can you access and edit documents effectively using editing commands? We will be covering basic editing features today of Microsoft Word 2013. Our vocabulary terms for today include clipboard, copy, cut, document properties, go to, guidelines, multiple selection, navigation pane, object zoom, paste, read mode, replace, rulers, scroll bars, scroll box, scroll buttons, thumbnails, wildcard. We will be learning how to change and organize document views, navigate and search through a document, selecting, replacing, and deleting text, cutting, copying, and pasting text, removing blank paragraphs, and changing information in the Properties section. At this time, you will need to open up Microsoft Word on your own computer to follow along with my instructions. Today, we will be covering the View tab, so click on the View tab. Word offers several different ways to view a document, locate text or objects quickly, and manipulate windows. The View tab has several groups. We have the Views group, Show group, Zoom group, Window, and Macros. Today we will learn how to open an existing document. So we will need to go to the File tab, Open. We're going to navigate to the computer and then hit Browse. We're going to open a document from the student data files. So we will need to go to the desktop. On the desktop, we will select Student Assignments and then the Dale folder. From that folder, we will then select Word 2013 Student Data Files, and then we will select the correct lesson. And today we were working on Lesson 2. From here, we will open the Starbright Satellite Proposal. We will select that document and hit Open. Once the document is open, we will need to enable editing for our personal use. Now we will discuss the different views and how to change document views. So follow along with me. We will then go to the View tab and we'll use the Views group. The current view that we are looking at is called Print View, Print Layout View. It is the default view. It displays the document as it looks when printed and enables you to use the ribbon to create and edit your document. The next view we're going to discuss is Read View. Read View changes the page layout of the document with a larger font for easy reading. There are two ways to exit out of Read View. The first way is by going to the View tab and hit Edit Documents, and it'll take you back to Page Layout. The other way to exit Read View is by going to the status bar and selecting Print Layout View. The next view that we are going to discuss is Web Layout. Web Layout view shows how the document would look on a web page. To exit this view, we would just simply change it to a different view. Outline view displays the document as an outline and offers an outlining tab with commands for creating and editing outlines. So we'll click the Outline tab, and this is what it looks like. It comes with its own tab in between File and Home. Once you're done using Outline View, we just simply hit Close Outline View. The next view that we will look at is Draft View. Draft View is strictly for editing text. Advanced elements such as charts, graphs, pictures, and other objects will be hidden in this view. Now we will change back to print layout and discuss the different show commands that we can execute. The show group includes the ruler, guidelines, and navigation pane. The ruler is a measuring tool to align text, graphics, and other elements within the document. You may turn it on or off, this is on, so you will see it here at the top and on the right hand side, or you can turn it off if you do not need to use it. Grid lines is the next option. If you turn it on, this is what it looks like for grid lines. Grid lines provide a grid of vertical and horizontal lines that will help you align graphics and other objects in your document. I'm going to turn mine off, and so will you. The next thing that we're going to talk about in this show group is the navigation pane. When you turn on the navigation pane, it comes over here onto the right-hand side. The navigation pane, appears on the left side of the window when you select its checkbox in the show group. The navigation pane has 3 tabs. The first tab, Headings, displays the structure of your document by levels based on the document heading styles. The second tab, Pages, displays thumbnails, tiny images of your document. The third tab, Results, displays a list of search results when you use the navigation pane's search tool, which is right here at the top of on top of the tab. Now we will discuss the zoom group. I am actually going to close my navigation pane so it's out of the way, and I'll just do that by simply hitting the X. The zoom group command lets you zoom in to get a closer view of a page or zoom out to see more of the document at a smaller size. These commands also enable you to determine how many document pages Word will display in a single screen size. Object zoom is the new read mode and allows you to zoom in on objects such as tables, charts, and images while in read mode. When using the zoom, if you click the zoom button, it'll actually take you to the zoom dialog box where you can adjust the different widths of the page. My recommendation is using a page width setting. This will make the page actually appear from corner to corner, and then selecting OK. So you can see how much bigger the document got. You can also use the preset 100 zoom, which will zoom it back out. One page makes you see one page at a time. Multiple pages will let you see 2 pages at a time, and then you have the shortcut to a page width button. Next, we will discuss changing window views. The commands in the window command group enable you to open and arrange multiple document windows. So we have the window group. The first button, the new window button, opens a new window displaying the current document. This window shows the document name in the title bar followed by the number 2. So when you click on it, you'll see in the name bar we now have Starbright Satellite Proposal 2, and if I minimize this, we have Starbright Satellite Proposal 1. This allows you to make a duplicate copy of documents and save them as needed. I'm actually going to exit this out. The next button is called Arrange All. So if this button displays 2 or more windows on the screen at the same time, this is useful when comparing documents and using other information for multiple documents. So if I use the new window button and create a Starlight Proposal 1 and a Starlight Proposal 2, I can minimize this one and use my Arrange All button. So I will select my Arrange All, and you will see I now have both documents open at the same time. I can also hit the View Side by Side. This will allow both documents to appear next to each other. When viewing documents side by side, you can also use the synchronized scroll command to link the scrolling of the two documents so that you move through both at the same time. And you will see that that is the synchronized scroll. It is actually turned on and because it's highlighted. So as I scroll through one document, I can scroll through another. Okay. If I turn that off, I will only be scrolling through one document at a time. The next view that we're going to talk about is the Reset Window Position button. It is used with the View Side by Side button when viewing two documents side by side. The Reset Window Position button will position both documents equally on the screen. So if I rearrange one of these documents and make it bigger, and I go back over here and I click the Reset Window Position, it'll move it back to the side by side view for me. Now I'm going to minimize my second document here and I'm going to maximize my Starbright satellite proposal. And the next button we're going to talk about is the Switch Windows button. This allows you to select which document will be active document, meaning the name of the active document will appear in the title bar. So this button will allow me to switch from Starbright Satellite Proposal back to my syllabus document that I was working on, and I can do that vice versa. If I'm working in my syllabus document, I can switch windows back to the syllabus, so on and so forth. The next thing that we're going to talk about is using and searching for different things through a document. And we can do this by using the navigation pane. So I'm going to view, and then I'm going to turn on my navigation pane, and it will appear on the left-hand side. Now that I have turned on my navigation pane, I'm going to be searching for any word that starts with relocation. So I'm going to type that into the search box. As you can see immediately, the text is highlighted in the document and results are shown in headings, pages, and results. So in headings, you can see every time that I have the word relocation, it is highlighted yellow. If I switch to pages, I can scroll through the thumbnails very quickly to see which ones are highlighted yellow. I also can look in the results tab and see that relocation is bolded every time that I search for that word. And if I want to change one, I can simply click on the results and it'll take me to that place in the document. Another way to search for words within a document is by using the Find and Replace buttons on the Home tab. So I'm going to close my navigation pane. I'm going to go to the Home tab and I'm going to click on the Find and Replace, both buttons. You can click on one or the other in the editing group. I'm actually going to select the Find. When I do that, it'll actually reopen the dialog box for me. Now, if I want to use more different search options, I can actually go up here to Find and then hit Advanced Find. And it'll open up the Find and Replace dialog box for me. I can actually use more options when I'm searching for different things. I can look for things such as case, whole worlds, wildcards. A wildcard means that you will be searching for characters to find words or phrases that contain specific letters or combinations of letters, such as maybe BAT or BIT, depending on what you're looking for. You also have sounds like, find all words and forms. You can match prefix or suffix, ignore punctuation, and you can search while ignoring white space characters. You can also find things by format, meaning you can look for something formatted in a certain font or paragraph alignment, tabs, language, frame, styles, and even highlight. You can search for special non-printing characters as well. The next thing that we're going to talk about is using the replace command. I'm going to close my Find and Replace dialog box and come up to the Home tab in our editing group and click the Replace button. Again, it'll open up the Find and Replace dialog box, this time taking us to the Replace tab. It'll ask us what we're searching for, and we will use, in this instance, we'll type in Montgomery, Slade, and Parker. In the Replace box, we will type in Beck, Becker, Steele, and Castillo. Okay. Now, when we replace, we can replace one instance at a time. That's what the replace button. So it'll search for the first instance of the order of these words and replace it one time with these order. We can hit replace all. This searches for all occurrences of Montgomery, Slade, and Parker and replaces them with Becker, Steele, and Castillo. And for this particular option, we're going to hit replace all. When we do that, a new dialog box will pop open telling us how many replacements that we made. And we only made one replacement, and it asks us, do we want to continue our search to the beginning? And the answer is yes. Once it'll start from the beginning of the document again, it'll now tell us that it is all done making all of the replacements, and now we've actually made two different replacements. Once we've done that, we can click OK. Now, another example of using the replace feature is by adding different formatting. So in the Find What box, we're actually going to type in Becker, Steele, and Castillo. And in the replace, we are going to type Montgomery, Slade, and Parker. This time, we're going to add some special formatting. We're going to hit the Replace Format and the Font button. That will take us to the Replace Font dialog box. We're going to select that the replacement also have a Garment font style with a bold italic and a size 14. It'll give you a preview of what the replacement will look like. We'll hit OK. Now we can also add, now we will then click Replace All. It'll tell us that it is searching for replacements. Yes, I want to continue from the beginning, and it executed our replacement. Now I'm going to close the navigation pane, and we're going to discuss the Go To command. The Go To command is located on the Home tab, Editing Group. We're going to click the drop-down arrow on our Find and click Go To. The Go To command provides a way to navigate through longer documents quickly. You can go to a page, a section, a line, a bookmark, a comma, a footnote, an endnote, a field, a table, a graphic, an equation, object, or heading. And you would enter the heading and then you would hit next, and that would take your insertion point to that location. The next thing we're going to discuss is selecting, replacing, and deleting text. There's lots of ways that you can select, delete, and replace text. Most common forms are by using the backspace key, the delete key, or using a multi-selection feature in Word enables you to select multiple texts at one time. So I will select this text. I will hold down the Control key, and then I will select this text if I wanted to use the multiple selection feature of Word. Next, we will talk about cutting, copying, and pasting. Those functions are also located on the Home tab in the Clipboard section. The clipboard stores items that you paste from one location into another or into another document or office file. When you cut text, Word removes it from the original location and places the deleted text in the clipboard collection. When you copy text, Word places a duplicate copy in the clipboard. The paste command also lets you paste text from the clipboard to new location in either the original document or a new document. To view what's being stored in your clipboard, you can simply go to the clipboard group, hit the dialog box launcher, and the clipboard pane will open and showcasing what items you have cut, copied, and pasted from various documents or programs. You may close your clipboard at any time by clicking the X. The last thing we're going to talk about today in our lecture is changing information in the properties section. Document properties identify the creator of the document, the date the document was created, subject, category, and keywords in the document. The document properties panel is displayed on the document screen by accessing info in Backstage View. So we'll go to the File tab, which showcases Backstage View, the Info section. Here is where our document properties are located. The different properties that you'll be able to see are the size of the file, how many pages, how many words, total editing time, the title of the document, the tags of the document, the comments people have left on the document, the date the last document was modified, the date it was created, who the author of the document is, and who was the last person to modify that particular document. You may change any of these as you so need. So for example, if I wanted to add a title to this particular document and call it Starlight, I would simply just type it in and hit enter. And now I have the title of Starlight as the document. I'm going to hit the back button to take me back to the document. I hope you've enjoyed the lectures for today. Here is a skills summary of what you should have learned. How to change and organize document views, how to navigate and search through a document, how to select, replace, and delete text, how to cut, copy, and paste text, how to remove blank paragraphs, and how to change information in properties.